action.
Hi. Today we're going to learn how to make tomato concassé. So the first thing we do is you get a nice ripe tomato. It can be any type of tomato, Roma, heirloom. This is just a regular California vine ripened tomato. So what I like to do is take my knife and cut the tomato in half, being careful not to cut your fingers. And you cut the tomato in half again. You're essentially cutting in quarters. Alright? This didn't have too much of a core in it, but you can always cut that off. Just makes it even a little bit more refined. And you kind of find these tomatoes at the finest restaurants like Le Bernardin in New York and Palio and all the good restaurants. So now you have these tomato wedges and you're going to fillet, which means taking out the pulp part. So I'm going to take my knife and very carefully just cut on towards. You could save this for another project, but for today we're going to get rid of it. So there you have it. It's almost like a little petal of a flower, and you want to get the seeds out, so that's what you end up with. Today we need 1 cup of chopped tomatoes. Now we could have chopped them with the seeds and everything in them, just chop them all up, but just for a prettier look, more refined, we're going to cut it this way. Okay? Knock out the seeds. Knock out the seeds. Okay? And then we're going to chop them. So what I like to do is, depending on how big, but I'm going to do them about 1/4 inch dice. So we go like this, and you cut them into strips. Okay? And set those aside. And we'll do the rest with the rest of the tomatoes, cutting them into strips, keeping your fingers bent in a way. You know, go as slow as you need to go so you don't cut yourself. Okay, there you go. So now you have these nice little strips of tomatoes, and then we cut down. So here we go. Okay, and you see you end up with nice little dice tomatoes. Okay. This isn't the ripest tomato, but it will do the trick. Okay. Okay. And see, you end up with a nice chopped tomato without the seeds. It looks nice and pretty. And that's how you make tomato concassé.